So we've established what we mean by this idea of warm demanders. Our goal in the session is for you to learn some more of the behaviors that will help you be a warm demander like Mr. Arcos here at KIPP Washington Heights Middle School. Okay, our objective is TIR superstars will be able to deliver feedback in the style of warm and demanding by examining definitions and examples of warm and demanding instruction. So we've kind of already examined definitions. We're going to spend the rest of the time looking at examples to inspire you toward being a warm demander yourself. Okay, we already framed the learning and looked at Lisa Delpit. Up next, I'm going to talk for a few slides, and then we'll do a reading from The Skillful Teacher on communicating standards. We'll look at some artifacts and a video out of KIPP Infinity Elementary School of warm and demanding teachers, and we'll close by you practicing what warm and demanding might look like. So let's get started, okay? In Delpit's words, in her piece on warm and demanding, which I'm linking at the end of this Nearpod, she writes, many researchers have identified successful teachers of African-American students as warm demanders. James Vasquez used the term to identify teachers whom students of color said did not lower their standards and were willing to help them. Warm demanders expect a great deal of their students, convince them of their own brilliance, and help them to reach their potential in a disciplined and structured environment. Now, in that passage, I want to point out two phrases, okay? The first describes teachers who don't lower their standards. The second is about warm demanders expecting a great deal of their students. So we see that warm demanders have internalized excellence and what excellence looks like in all places. And so I want to bring this image up, the idea that high expectations balanced with high support is a way to build excellence in our students. Okay, and I'm going to talk a little bit about how in my AP World History class I communicate standards, and I think something I do well is that I have standards for everything. Okay, and I communicate them with my students often so that they know what excellence looks like. I have standards for spoken comments. I have standards for written work. I have standards for behavior. And by doing that, I can frequently say to students, hey, this student is meeting the mark, or hey, I love that you said that comment and I believe in you and you are awesome, but that does not meet the standard that we're looking at. Okay, we are coaching our students towards excellence. We are not simply satisfied with their presence or participation. Okay, and in turn, we have to have exemplars and rubrics and scaffolds for everything in order to help our students reach that excellence bar. Okay, so up next, we're going to read a little bit more about communicating standards of excellence from The Skillful Teacher. Please only read page 265 to 268 of the PDF. Then we're going to look at some artifacts from the high school about communicating standards. And finally, we'll watch a video from KIPP Infinity Elementary School of a teacher being warm and demanding in action. As you watch, please consider, what are you seeing here? How does it model warm and demanding?